Outlook calls for the cosmic equivalent of an emotional summer rain. It starts with the mind and soul being restless, wondering, in no particular order. Is this all there is? How did I get here? What's up with this job? And that's just Tuesday energy. Wonder all you want, edit insiders, but don't say it out loud. That'll only usher in dark clouds, and perhaps a bolt of lightning. The kind that gives you such a start. You land somewhere completely unexpected, lost in the woods, without basic human needs. iPhone, designer water bottle, power bar. Right now, you may think you can handle whatever is tossed at you, but roughing it, in the wilds. And by wilds, we mean the paved footpath near the entrance to the parking lot. You bring the heaviness with you into Wednesday. That's when you suddenly have an audience to talk to, compare with, and complain to. A bit of an inner struggle is taking its toll on your patience, much like suffering through a cold day in wet shoes. Keep in mind, you may not make for the best company. By Thursday, the mood shifts from restless to guarded. You settle into wanting your space, your privacy, and maybe a little less interaction with the human race. Uninvited guests may be met with suspicion. That's okay. Your spidey sense is in overdrive right now. A bit of self-doubt breezes through on Friday. Inside, you're craving reassurance. But on the surface, you appear cool and composed. No one would guess the internal storm you've been grappling with these last few days. At week's end, give yourself a quiet moment to reassess everything. Take a good look in the mirror. Look into your eyes. There is a world in there, built of every experience you've ever had. All those emotions this week, the ones that felt so windswept and stormy, they were simply a course correction. You had doubts, insecurities. Silly creature. It was nothing more than a drizzle and a few clouds. Let it pass. But keep your sense of the ridiculous intact. The universe has made room for it. So should you. Cosmic Weather Report. The week begins under fast-moving Gemini skies, with both the Sun and Mercury stirring restless thoughts, wandering attention, and existential questioning. You'll ponder the meaning of life, until something shiny grabs your attention. The emotional tone early in the week is less about certainty and more about movement, mentally pacing the room while trying to figure out what comes next. Even the algorithms seem to be affected by this energy. Midweek, Mars in Taurus squares, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, bringing emotional pressure, shortened patience, and the sense that everyone is one inconvenience away from dramatically disappearing into the forest. If, ever so briefly, you really wish they would. It's perfectly acceptable behavior, according to the universe. Wednesday's Libra moon turns emotions outward through conversation and comparison, while Thursday's Scorpio moon deepens the mood considerably, shifting the atmosphere from restless to guarded. By Friday, Venus in Cancer clashes with Saturn in Aries, stirring up vulnerabilities and sensitivities you may have thought you outgrew. Hang in there. The emotional pressure quickly begins to dissolve. Power move of the week. The best move this week is to keep moving. Walk it off, dance it out, burn it off. Relax. Turns out the emotional apocalypse was mostly humidity. The bottom line. The emotional forecast this week wasn't just about the planets. Don't tell them, though. It was about what surfaces when the noise gets loud enough. Restlessness, comparison, suspicion, self-doubt. None of it arrived without reason. The week ends not with resolution, but with a slightly clearer sense of yourself. That's not nothing. That's actually everything. Until next time, live your truth. Remember your stardust.